fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to University Stadium, home of the Lobos of the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. As we'll see, the winners of 9 straight, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Lobos will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bulldogs offense will get first crack at it here. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They go to the ground. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. It's complete to the left. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Let's go! 691, gas bar. To the ground with the back. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to the ground game on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Under fire. Caught behind the line. It's Rivers. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So New Mexico's offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line, it's Blair. Turning it on! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Lobos just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays and you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And the Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game. Cash there.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bender. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Grab near the marker. It's McClain. Touchdown, Fresno State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's McMillan. Quick completion on the out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground. To pick up the first.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get the first through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's McKinney. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
To the air, it's McMillan. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll give it to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Going to the running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bender. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bender. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Looking for a man, it's McMillan. Caught close to the marker, it's Jensen. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? Those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll go to the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Six plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Six plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump. Set up. Ready, go.
Looking to pass. It's McMillan. He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, New Mexico! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. You got to build on this momentum in the second half.
New Mexico, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On the run, it's McKinney. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jensen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown! Oh, a methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Looking for room. It's Rivers. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
From the red zone, it's Rivers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's McClain. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he knocks this one through, and that's been anything but easy for this kicker.
Fresno State, 26. New Mexico, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. And man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets. Defense made the play. Now offense gets a chance, Jesse, to go cash this in.
Yeah, they got to pay this one off, too. They would love to be able to go out, be physical, and run this thing in, put a touchdown up on the board.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Here we go, here we go.
Dropping back, it's McMillan. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, New Mexico! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Here's the handoff. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Flanagan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Running to Green. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Hauls it in. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Gain of 1. Second down coming up.
That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Oh, he makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll move the tight end. On the ground, it's Rivers. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see what the Lobos is dialed up this time. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Pulls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Blair. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. got it in the middle. It's Miller. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making. And
turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
To the air on second down. Rush is on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, it's McMillan. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31.
29 Phillies.
Takes the handoff. It's Cook.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Right back to the well. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Give to the running back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the other.
And he loses the football. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
Now, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
To throw, it's McMillan. He's taking a deep shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Caught in the backfield. It's McKinney. Across the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blair. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Got his man downfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the on 4th down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And he's just going to spike it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Lobos want to crank the tempo. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
The ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Offense facing fourth down.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Lobos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
New Mexico, 28.
He'll start the return inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.